Hey, what's up friends, and welcome to another World Tour video. You know what, it's not just a World Tour video, it's actually several World Tour videos, because I've been building a lot of my bigger projects in separate worlds these days. For instance, this is my prison world, and there is absolutely nothing in this barren wasteland other than this prison right in the center of it. You could even say that this entire world is a prison. I haven't made one of these videos in quite a long time. I can't remember the last time that I actually toured any worlds. I don't know whether it's been weeks, I don't know whether it's been months, but it has been a really long time, so I have loads of stuff to show you guys. And just to let you know, if you've not watched one of these videos before, I'm going to be letting you know what everything is, whether it has a tutorial, and if it doesn't have a tutorial, whether it's going to get one. So I'll let you know all about that information and where you can find the build as well. So that's more than enough talking. Let's talk about what's on the screen in front of us. So the first thing that you may notice, other than the giant building in front of us of course, is the prison transport bus. So this prison transport bus is how you will get the prisoners to the prison in the first place. It looks suspiciously like a school bus, because after I googled on Google what a prisoner transport bus looks like, it actually looks like a reskinned school bus, which disturbs me. You know what, it's kind of funny that the same thing they use to transport children to school in is the same thing that they transport prisoners to prison in. Coincidence? I think not. However, if you do want to make the prisoner transport bus, all you've got to do is type exactly that into my channel and this should come up. It's actually quite easy to make. Shouldn't take you too long to make whatsoever. However, it doesn't really make a massive amount of sense just to make it by itself. I'd probably make the prison along with it. I'd understand if you didn't want to make the prison, because it is quite a massive time commitment. Not only does the prison take quite a while to make itself, but the outside does as well, but everything does go quite nicely together. So let's have a look at the prison, shall we? So let's say that you're a prisoner, you've just gotten off the bus, and you're walking all the way up this giant path and you enter the prison. You're greeted at the reception by somebody, probably a couple of guards, a couple of guys with some handcuffs, and you get dragged into this room here. You're processed, you get anything that you might have on your persons taken off you, you get thrown into a uniform, and you get taken into this part right here. This is where all the prison cells are. So we have 8 cells on the ground floor. All of them are very similar. Let's have a look inside of one. So alright, this one's better. Each one of these cells usually has a toilet, it has a wash basin, it has double-decker beds. I don't know why I just called them that. It has bunk beds, it usually has a shelf, and it usually has a little bit of storage space. That's supposed to be a shank, and it has like made-up storage space, like this would be like some drawers, and this is actual storage space in the form of a chest. Each one of these cells are pretty much identical, but you could customize them if you like. That's all that's on the ground floor, pretty much. On the second floor, we have a couple of different rooms. So on the second floor, the first thing that you may notice here, we have the warden's office. This is where you'd be brought as soon as you enter the prison. Maybe you meet the warden, you get told what the deal is, or if you do something really bad, you might get brought before the warden. On the second floor, we also have this as a little bit of a cafeteria. We also have kind of like a visitor's room, very simple. On the opposite side here, we have a couple of rooms. We have here a security room, and we also have solitary confinement in this little cell right here. This is a solitary confinement door, special door, mechanical. Solitary confinement in here. We also have on the opposite side, we have showers, which is probably the coolest room out of all of them, to be honest. We have showers, and we can also on the second floor gain access to the roof, and maybe you've got some like security officers up here, or you've got maybe just some guards, or just people looking out, maybe just people bird watching off of the roof. And that's the inside of the prison, and that has its very own tutorial. You can find that it's just like how to make a prison. It's as simple as that. But if you do want to learn how to make the inside and the entire outside of the prison, you can find the interior and exterior tutorial, which will show you how to do the entire inside, all of the rooms. It will show you how to do the yard, and it will show you how to Actually, you know what? The towers are actually included in the prison tutorial, but it will show you how to do the yard, it will show you how to do the road, it will show you how to do all of the nice little bits that make this prison really cool, and that's the prison. I don't want to dwell on it too long because I do that in the actual prison tutorial, but that's one of the bigger builds that I've been doing recently. Why don't we hop over to my current creative world and we can have a look at what else I've been doing. So we're now in my current creative world, and I cannot believe how long ago I actually made this. This is the very first thing in this row in my creator world. So this is a baby mob statue. This is a wither boss. Could you guys tell? Could you figure it out just by looking at it? I've been making quite a few baby mobs. It actually started with the baby ender dragon that you might be able to see next to John Cena over there, and it's kind of progressed into just about every single type of baby mob that you can think about, and this is a baby wither boss. If you guys want to make this, just type that into the channel, baby wither boss mob statue tutorial, or check out the baby mob statues tutorial playlist, and it'll have every single one of them in. I think it's kind of cool because it uses soul sand, and it kind of has a little bit of flowers that's slowly getting corrupted, and I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool baby mob statue. And moving on down, the next two things, these two come as a pair. We have Batman and we have Superman. So from the Dawn of Justice movie, we have Batman, who is fighting Superman. Superman is in the air. He's ready to double punch Batman. I don't know why that's so effective. Also firing lasers at the same time. Should his fists fail, he has the lasers, and Batman is using that weird little electronic gun that he uses against Superman. You know how he can like fire gas canisters of kryptonite and stuff at him? That's what that little gun is, and he's obviously wearing his mechanical suit as well, the big giant robot-y looking thing that he wears that gives him a chin 4 times the size than he actually has. And you can actually find both of these statues on the channel. All you have to do is like type in Batman statue tutorial Dawn of Justice, or Superman statue tutorial Dawn of Justice, something along those lines. You don't even have to type that. I'm sure if you typed in either Batman or Superman, you'd be able to bring both of them up quite easily. And obviously these do come as a pair. If you want to make one, I'd also make the other, and neither of them take very long to make whatsoever. Neither of them take very long to make, and they do look amazing. You guys absolutely love them. Moving on down, here we have another baby mob. I wanted to make a baby zombie. One of you guys suggested that I make a baby zombie, and I actually quite like him. I thought of a pretty funny concept. I thought it'd be kind of cool if I gave him like a chicken leg, and if there were like a skull and some bones scattered around his little base. I haven't actually made a tutorial for him yet, so he doesn't exist on the channel, and I'm not sure that I ever will, but I definitely could, and I do quite like this little baby zombie. I think he's actually quite funny. Moving on down, here we have a Mario house. So this is actually the first statue that I've turned into a house. This is Super Mario. Mario is jumping out of a pipe, hitting a box, gathering a coin, and all at the same time looking amazing. And it's not just a statue, it's also a house. So if you actually open these doors, you'll notice that you have a little bit of a lobby area. You can come all the way up into the leg here, and you have several hallways, and down here you have like a secret room. And if you come up here, you have like, there's another secret room through there, and you can get into the head, and the head has kind of like a cool little bedroom. And you can also break into the top of here, where we have the little mystery coin box, and you have kind of like a utility area. This is very, very cool. This is my Mario themed house, and not only do I show you how to make the house part, like the big giant statue part, but there's also a tutorial on how to make the inside part of the house as well. So check that out if you're interested. Mario themed house. Moving on down here, we have a Wonder Woman statue. So, after making Batman and after making Superman, you guys heavily suggested that I also do Wonder Woman. And honestly, she did play a little bit of a role in the film, so I figured it did make sense to make her. And honestly, I kind of like her more than the other two statues. Not as popular as Batman or Superman on the channel, but you guys definitely did like this statue, and I like it as well. Very, very cool, sporting a sword and shield. You guys can make her if you like. Remember, Wonder Woman statue, Dawn of Justice. Moving on down, we have a Sonic statue. So this is a Sonic house. Very, very similar in the vein of Mario. It's also a house and a very cool statue at the same time. It's Sonic jumping on a jump pad, grabbing a ring. And whilst the statue is very, very cool, you can come inside here and we have a little bit of a lobby area, and you come upstairs and we also have another little bit of a sitting room area upstairs. And if we move all the way up to the knee, we have a hallway, we have a secret room in here full of like armor and stuff. And if we move up here, we have like a utility room. And if we move even further up, we have another secret room. Oh, it's not in this room. We have kind of like a bit of a hallway. And now we have a secret room down here full of chaos emeralds, and we have another secret room over here in which we have like a little golden end chest room, and also we have another like themed bedroom house. It's kind of cool. It's a very, very cool statue come house. I don't know, I really, really like these. I've only made 2 of them because the interest on the channel just simply isn't there. They don't have many views and they don't have that many likes, so I assume that you guys just aren't into them as much as I am. But I think that the Mario themed house and the Sonic themed house are very, very cool ideas, and if you want to make them, if you like them as much as I do, then just check them out on the channel. Moving along, we don't have to move too far along because this thing is massive. Here we have a castle. I have made exactly 1 castles in my Minecraft career, and this is the only one. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So this castle has a drawbridge, it has a moat, it has everything a castle should have. It has a big giant keep in the center, it has walls going all the way around it. Let's have a look at it. So if you actually manage to get to the castle, across the moat, across the bridge, you enter the throne room here, which is kind of cool, and these are supposed to be gods, by the way, but obviously we can't have gods because we have a giant throne room, we have braziers on the left and right, we have pillars holding up the entire thing, we have a big giant throne, we have 2 staircases taking us onto the 2nd floor of the castle, and we have 2 entrances left and right of this little 2nd tier, in which we have like the king's bedroom, we have lights, we have more guards, we have a bit of a rug, we have 2 more staircases taking us all the way up to the top of the castle, and right at the top of the castle we have a little bit of a treasure room here, and I think that makes sense. I think that it makes sense that the treasure would be right at the top of the castle, nice and defended. And of course we have 4 towers. We have 4 towers on each one of the 4 corners, and you can get up on top of these and you can walk across the walls. Very, very cool. Not only can you make the castle itself, but I do also provide the interior and exterior tutorial. So I show you how to make the moat, I show you how to make the bridge, I show you how to do all of that stuff. Remember, that is the castle. It shouldn't be too hard to find on the channel. I've only ever made 1 castle. Moving on down, we have another baby mob statue. We have baby Steve riding a baby pig. Now, no one actually requested this statue, but I think that it definitely needed to be made. We have baby Steve holding a compass in his hand with a fishing rod, carrot on a stick, and we have him riding a baby pig with a saddle on it. You might not be able to see the saddle very well, but he is wearing a saddle. I think that this is very cool. I think that it's very cute. I love it. I love the concept of Steve riding a pig, or riding any animal, in fact, and I think that this is just a very cute, very cool statue, very easy to make. Remember, that's baby Steve riding a baby pig, or check out the Baby Mob statue tutorials playlist. You'll find them. Moving on down, this is the beginnings, and I may finish this eventually. This is the beginnings of a giant mushroom house, a big giant mushroom house. May finish that, may not. But we do have an actual mushroom house, and this is just a very, very small, very easy to make mushroom themed house. I wanted to make another biome house, and I was in the mood to make, well, a mushroom themed one. I was feeling it, and here we have kind of like, it's very Smurf Village, this. We have kind of like a broken path with like fence leading us up to this. It's kind of like an abandoned garden sort of deal. We have cool hanging lights. We have on the inside here, we have a little bit of a relaxation area. We have windows, we have trees, lots of plant life, lots of color. And moving up onto the 2nd floor, which is what I think probably the best feature of this house. The second floor is so bright, it's so light, it's so colourful. I love it. On the second floor, we have like a library, we have a sleeping area, we have like an armory, and we have kind of like another seating area. On the actual mushroom house, we have a little bit of a waterfall as well, which is actually a lot cooler than this. We have a waterfall in here, but I won't be able to find the mushroom theme house because it's hidden somewhere in one of my current creative worlds. Not current creative worlds, in one of my current building worlds. So that's my mushroom themed house. You can actually find it on the channel quite easily if you looked for it. Mushroom themed house. Moving on down, here we have kind of like another unique build. We have a barn. This is a barn. I wanted to make one. Quite a few of you guys were suggesting, hey, why don't you make a barn? Why don't you make stables? Why don't you make this? Why don't you make that? So I decided to make a barn. I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks really cool, and it looks like an actual proper barn. You can spot what this is a mile off. It's very classic. In here, we have loads of room for different kinds of animals. You can throw these up here, and you can even get onto the second floor. It's a little bit dark up here. Not on the one that I tutorial though. And you can have a bit of a walk up here, and you can use it for storage space. And we even have a little bit of an area here on the side where you'd keep animals and let them roam. Very, very cool. You guys can find the barn tutorial on the channel. Not only do I show you how to make the actual barn itself, the structure, the building, but I also show you how to make the inside and outside all in the same video. Actually takes you less than about half an hour, I'd say. Moving on down, here we have something that I've never even made before. We have a doghouse. Something that I never even thought about making, but one of you guys suggested it, I think, or maybe I came up with it myself. I made a doghouse. This is a modern version of a doghouse. I think it's really cool. It has a bone on top, it's quartz, it's red stained clay, it has a bit of an entrance here. This is where you keep the dog, your spoiled pooch. He has 2 water balls at the back. He has a little bit of plant life. Very cool. You guys absolutely loved this. You guys loved this on the channel. I'm actually surprised how much you liked it. I love it as well. It's a fantastic build. Very, very different to anything that I've ever made. So I'm glad that you guys like it. I honestly am very, very glad that you guys like it. If you want to check it out, doghouse, that's it. I'm pretty sure that it's just a doghouse. Find it on the channel. You won't regret it. It takes no time whatsoever to make. Moving on down, here we have a hot air balloon. Again, another weird building. I've been doing a lot of different builds recently. I've been doing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't usually do, and this is a hot air balloon. Very easy to make as well. Here we have the basket down here, 2-tone wood, very cool. We have nether brick fence to kind of connect the basket to the actual balloon. We have a little bit of a propulsion system here in the form of, that is a nether rack, I do believe. Is it nether rack? Let me have a look. What's it called? I could never remember. Yeah, netherrack in the center, so that's permanently on fire and it's surrounded by stone. The actual balloon part, this is customizable. You can use any colors of clay or any colors of anything that you want. I wouldn't use wool though, because that'll set on fire due to the fire. But yeah, hot air balloon, very cool. Takes you less than 20 minutes to make, I believe. Very, very simple, very easy, very cool. Moving on down, here we have a police station, and you know what, there's actually a better version of this police station, so let me hop into my other world and we can take a look at the better version. So this is the better version of the police station, and the reason being is because the interior is a lot nicer. So let's take a look at this thing. The police station is absolutely fantastic. Not only is the building incredibly cool, but because of all of the customization that you can add to it, it just makes this thing so much nicer. Not only do you have the police station, not only do you have the interior, but you have a police car that I can show you how to make. We have a police helicopter that I can show you how to make, and we also have down here a police motorbike that I can also show you how to make. I show you how to make all of this on the channel. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at the inside first of all. So the inside of the police station, very cool, very functional. This is like a reception area. You'd sit down, wait to be seen by somebody. This is where you'd, like, I don't know, sign in, see a secretary. We have a bit of a water cooler here. This is where, if you've been naughty, you get taken to here, and you've got to, like, make it past a barrier, and you've got to make it past an iron door. So you'd, like, be brought here, and you have, like, this big giant communal cell where loads of you'd get thrown in, or you have, like, these two individual, like, drunk tank cells, or however you'd say it. Like, if you'd done something a bit serious, I should say, this is where you get placed in here, actual proper cells, and this is kind of a bit of a drunk tank where, you know, if you've had a bit too much to drink, you get thrown in here. Very, very cool. Love this police station. We have an elevator here in the corner, and obviously it's not a proper elevator. We have stairs in here, or I should say ladders, not a proper elevator, and it takes us up to the second floor. The second floor we have 2 work desks, we have another water cooler, we have like the chief's office, and we have like a regular office, like a regular detective, and we also have one of those rooms. You know how that's supposed to be a TV, by the way. You know how you can be interrogated at a police station and you have like that double-sided glass? That's what this is supposed to represent. And we also have an interrogation room right at the end here. Very, very cool. And moving outwards here, I've already shown it you, but we have a police helicopter. Absolutely fantastic. That is police helicopter, because I can show you how to make all of this, by the way, guys. Everything you've seen has a tutorial. This is a police helicopter that has its individual tutorial. This is the police car, has its own individual tutorial. We have the police bike, that's what it's called, police bike, that has its own tutorial. I can show you how to make the actual police station itself, and I also show you how to make the inside and the outside. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate tutorials that I can show you how to build the entirety of this little building here. It is absolutely fantastic, probably collectively the most favorite build that I've ever done. I don't think that I've done anything better than this. I think that this is absolutely amazing, and like I said, I don't think that this has been meshed. I think that this is probably one of the best builds that I've ever done, just because of how everything fits together. I think that it looks absolutely amazing, and I think that it has quite the functionality as well. So moving back to my creative world, the next 2 statues that I have to show you, and these are fantastic as well. I actually like them better than the Batman and Superman statues. Here we have on the left Captain America with his shield, bracing himself, defending himself against Iron Man, who is firing a laser whilst propelling himself in the air at Captain America. Very, very cool. Love these statues. Because I made Batman vs Superman, it made sense that I should make Captain America vs Iron Man. So if you guys want to make either one of these 2 statues, all you have to do is literally type into the channel Captain America Civil War. That'll come up with Captain America. Obviously, Iron Man, Civil War will come up with Iron Man. Both of them quite easy to make, although Captain America is harder than Iron Man, so if you only wanted to make one of them, then I'd make Iron Man, but I think that Captain America is my favourite. Love both of these statues. Definitely should be made together, but don't have to be. Absolutely love them. Check them out. That is Captain America, Civil War, Iron Man, Civil War. They'll come up. Moving on down, something that doesn't actually have a tutorial yet, but it's actually in the same vein as the Sonic house and the Mario house. I'm hoping that this does a little bit better. This is a SpiderMan house. This is Spider-Man on a rooftop, slinging a web, getting ready to, like, I don't know, like jump onto another building, swing himself through the city. You can see that it's kind of posed that way, and you can actually get into this little area here down below. And I've not made the interior or exterior, or well, I guess it's just interior really. I haven't made the interior for this yet, but it's the same idea as like with the Sonic and the Mario houses. Like this big giant area here would be utilized in it'd be utilized and it would be turned into something really, really cool. So it'd definitely be able to be turned into a house because it's quite a bit of an area, and hopefully you guys would like it a little bit more, because I mean Spider-Man is a little bit more topical than, of course, Sonic or Mario, because they're a little bit older, I suppose. But yeah, this doesn't have a tutorial yet, but if I had to suppose, you'd probably see this sometime this week. Very, very cool. Love this house. Moving on down, here we have the beginnings. And I do say beginnings because obviously, I mean, look at it. The beginnings of a baby wolf statue, and I'm going to put him in a little bit of a doghouse as well, but that's only the very start of the statue. Moving on down, here we have, still keeping in theme with the Marvel, here we have a Black Panther statue, and you guys can actually make this. This tutorial already exists. This is Black Panther. What are you doing there? What is all of this black wool here? I don't even know why that's there. So this is a Black Panther statue. Very, very cool. This is Black Panther kind of like getting ready to pounce on someone. He's got his arms out in front of him. He's ready to claw, and his leg is also kind of like ready to pounce as well. You guys can find a tutorial for this statue quite easily. Like I said, a Black Panther statue tutorial. Moving on down, here we have, again, another bit of a weird build. Here we have an ice cream truck. Simple as this. Ice cream van, ice cream truck, whatever you want to call it. Very, very cool. Very easy to make. Cool is not a pun, I know. Ice cream truck. Ice cream. Cool. Yeah, you guys get it anyway. So this is an ice cream van. I like it quite a bit because not only does the interior kind of like make quite a bit of sense, that's supposed to be a steering wheel by the way, oh, turn it all the way around, but like we have our scoops of ice cream, we have an ice cream machine, we have like the speakers in here that music plays out of, but it's really, really cool, really easy, and quite distinguishable as well. Like you can tell immediately that it's an ice cream van and not something else. So if you guys want to make it, tutorial on the channel, ice cream van. Moving on down, and we're running out of builds here. Actually, we've got quite a few. So, we have here my Suburban House number 7. This is the most recent Suburban House that I've made, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but this is like the first house that I've actually made that exists in reality. Like, in quite some time, this is the first house that I've actually made that you'd actually be able to see out in the real world. This is my Suburban House, and this is one of my favorite Suburban houses that I've made, because not only do we have a pretty amazing, awesome looking house, but we have a car in the driveway, kind of like an old style muscle car, although, you know, come on, it's as far as you can get with Minecraft. We have a garage, we have the outside of this place, which looks absolutely fantastic as well. Around the back here, we have a little bit of a patio area, we have a little bit of a tree, we can walk all the way around, we have a little bit of a path, but the inside's quite well done as well. Like on the inside, we have like a TV area, we have like a little bit of a seating area, some books. Here we have some stairs taking up to the second floor. In here, we have a kitchen, so this is a kitchen area, very, very cool. There's a sink. I don't know why, but in a lot of American houses, and not so much in British houses, you have like a window that you can like see through the kitchen into like the living room and stuff, and I'm not sure why that exists, but we have it here as well. I guess so you can like serve up your food like it's a restaurant. I don't know, but we can get onto the second floor up here, and the second floor is kind of cool as well. On the second floor we have a bathroom, so like we have a shower, we have a bath, we have kind of like, that's where you brush your teeth and stuff. That's where a sink could be. Actually, that's a sink. I think that this is just storage space. That's a toilet. And down here, down the hall, we obviously have a bedroom, and we have kind of like some set of drawers and stuff. All those kind of look like speakers. We have a little bit of a bedroom, and we also have an attic. So this is an attic. I haven't put anything up here, and I'm not sure I will, but we do have massive storage space upstairs in the form of an attic. And we can't actually get into the garage, but what I was thinking about doing, I was thinking about making a basement, and from the basement we'd be able to get into the garage, which I think it'd be kind of cool, because down here there's a load of space and it's kind of just wasted. But I don't know what I'd do down here, because it is a massive amount of space and I'm not sure how I would renovate it, but I might make that option available in the tutorial. So I do actually have this available for tutorial, my Suburban House 7. This is most recent one on the channel, one of the best suburban houses that I've made. I don't actually have the interior and exterior tutorial yet, and I'm thinking about tutorial in the car, because I think that the car looks kind of amazing as well. But yeah, all of those tutorials are going to be available soon, but the only one that you can do as of watching this video is the Suburban House tutorial, the actual house and the foundation that it stood on and stuff. That's it, just the garage and the house. Look forward to it. It's a really, really cool build. Moving on down here, we have, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell just by looking at it, but we have the beginnings of a fire station, so you might be able to see how this is going to be looking very, very soon in the future. This is the fire station. Obviously, we have like that center door is where a fire engine is going to be coming out, and on those either sides, that's like where additional fire engines would come out, and like on the left here is going to be like an office area where you'd be able to walk in, and obviously that'll be connected to the big giant like fire engine room or whatever you'd call it, and on top here we're going to have like a fire helicopter, and it's going to look pretty amazing. But we just have the beginnings of it. I haven't worked it out that much just yet, but I'm going to be working on it definitely, because the police station's just about wrapped up. And moving on down here we have something really cool. Here we have something that I never got as a child, was a treehouse. This is like a little kid's treehouse. You know, you might even have one. Maybe you have one. Maybe you're one of those spoiled little children, God, I wish I was you, that actually has a treehouse, like in a tree. Something that I wanted as a kid was just my own little treehouse. I could climb up a tree, and I had a little tiny room. We have a bed here, we have a furnace, we have storage, we have a crafting table. A little tiny room in a tree. That's all I wanted. All I wanted. I never got one, because we never had a tree in our back garden. Very small. Lived in a small house growing up. And I never got one. But I could make one in Minecraft. And I think this looks amazing. And it would go very well. I'm not sure if you guys are realizing the synergy. It would go quite well with that suburban house over there, and that's kind of the idea. This would go either well by itself, just an awesome little tree house, or it would go very nicely over with that suburban house over there right in the back garden. No tutorial just yet, but it's probably going to be arriving sometime this week because I think it looks great. And last but not least, goddamn, one of you guys wanted this so badly it's unbelievable. I got a really amazing comment, and I'll see if I can fish it out for this video, requesting that I make a shark house. And no, it's not a house for a shark. It is a shark head coming out of the ocean, quite specific this guy, shark head coming out of the ocean with its jaws open and turn it into a house. Well, I have. This is the best I can do, whether you like it or not, my friend, I don't know, but I think that it looks pretty cool myself. This is a shark house. We have a shark coming out of the ocean, surrounded by sand, and we have kind of like a bit of a pier here. This is kind of like a pier coming off of the beach into the shark's head, and in here we have enough room for like a house, like a little bit of a living area. And I don't know when the tutorial for this is going to be, but I don't know if it will be this week. I honestly don't know. It might even be Saturday. Maybe I'll do it on Saturday next week. But I hope you're happy with this. I hope you're happy because I think that it does look really cool, and I hope that you like it. But there you go, that's for you. That one subscriber that asked for this, that's for you. And that's everything that I've been building over these past couple of weeks. I think that this has been one of the most varied, best world tour videos that I've ever done. It's had a load of massive builds in this week, a load of massive builds in this particular world tour video, loads of stuff. I hope that you guys really do like this. I hope that you appreciate everything that I've been building for you, because I have been trying to build different things. I've been trying to fulfill requests like none other, and I've just been trying to make things that I think that you guys really do enjoy, and I hope that I've hit the mark with these past couple of weeks. And let me know whether you want me to make anything specific. Let me know whether you want me to make any changes to any of the things that haven't yet been tutorialed. I'd be very interested to see your guys' opinions, and I guess that's probably it. This video's already long enough. If you guys enjoyed this, please slap a like on this video. Let me know that you actually enjoyed it. Tell me if you like some of these builds. Let me know if you like the direction that the channel's going in with weirder builds. I think that just these last like 10 builds exhibits kind of like what this channel is very slowly becoming, and I like it quite a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Like, favorite, share if you wouldn't mind. Check out the description below. I'm going to hopefully be leaving links to everything that I've shown you in this tutorial. I'm so crazy. Okay, let's start that again. So in the description below, I'm hopefully going to be leaving you links to every single thing that I've shown you in this video in order. So I'm going to be leaving in order links to every single tutorial, every single thing that I've shown you, and you guys should hopefully be able to find it easy enough. I probably won't leave very much in the card system, but definitely check out the description if you want to make anything. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.